All right, we're back. We're ready to go. Take it away, GrayGooGirl.
All right, so before we get going with this run, by the way, I'm GrayGooGirl. We're running Earthbound PK Scramble. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But we have some naming incentives we need to take care of. So, what is the name for Ness?
All right, let me check on those for you right now. It looks like the winning name for Ness is Mario.
Yep, I hit the wrong button. 1 second. Mario!
That's okay, me too.
All right. I so seldom actually put names in these. I always just don't care. So what do we got for Paula?
For Paula, the winning name is Samus.
Alrighty. I would ask for Jeff, but I think I already know which one won. The ZHF.
Oh, yes, indeed. That is the winner.
That is pronounced Jeff, by the way.
All right.
The phonetic spelling of Jeff. Alright, and then for Pooh, do we know what that one is?
Yes, Sabin is the winner.
Sabin! Alright. Sabin! Okay, so we are gonna go with just the default doggo name, which is King, because King is adorable. Homemade food, gonna go steak, we're probably not gonna see that. Favorite thing, I'm gonna pick the one that I like the most, and that would be, RPGs.
Nice.
Alright, so, yeah, can I get... So, yeah, we're gonna count down then. You wanna count me in?
I would love to. Countdown from 3?
Yep, sounds good.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so this is gonna be fun and interesting. So we're gonna see where we're starting. We are a random starting location on this. We are in Winters, so those who are fans of Tessie, we might see an early Tessie. Oh,
There was
okay.
actually chat in the chat. I was like, are we gonna see Tessie? Maybe earlier than you think.
Okay, so we got Winters, we got Dahlem, we got Lost Underworld as our first teleport, so we're gonna go to Dahlem quick. We will come back to Winters. I just don't want to have to walk all the way back out to get there. Dahlem is going to give us our first character slot. So there are 5 options that can come up here. It could be a teddy bear, it could be a flying man, or it could be one of the main characters. And it is Jeff! Hey! Come on, Jeff, let's go do some stuff. Also, we got a piece of equipment there that's good for him, so that should be fun. He's going to come with a key item as well, so we will get a free key item out of this check. Alright, we are going to get a counter psi unit, it's not bad, brainstone, and some cash. So what item does Jeff have? That's a dang good question. He's got the carrot key, which means we have access to our first spot. So let me go back up just a little bit here and explain a little bit of what's going on. The way this game is randomized, we have different areas we can go to. We start with a random selection of teleports. Those can be any locations for randomized starting location. We are trying to clear 4 of the magic spots that are in the game. They are in the base game, there's 8 of them, and they're used to make a song that's required to beat the game. Oh, we got Tentacraft, so that's gonna take us straight to Lost Underworld. Yeah. So we're already a really, really clear path of where we're going at this point. We're gonna go to Lost Underworld. And the point of this is all gonna be running around, handing in items, getting more key items, going to different places to try and unlock those spot locations, and then clear the bosses there. This is a lightning quick start to this seed. We already technically have 2 spots open, which is deeply impressive. It doesn't mean it's going to be incredibly, incredibly quick, but it's definitely set on a quick pace for the moment.
How many spots total do we need open?
We need 4. So
okay.
4 of the 8. Oh, we opened 4 sides, so that just made everything a lot muddier. That's also where we're going to go. Normally, you'd want to clear the spots as they open. I tend to just do as much as I can before clearing, just to kind of get a feel for where we're going to be going with this. We can always pop back and clear those later, so there's no real need to go clear them right away. So, fun fact about 4-side is there are a ton of things that are open right away. I'm going to take a quick walk over to Dusty Dunes. It's one of the sort of longer stretches of walking in this game. Normally, if you're playing the game, you start in Onett, which is the first town, go to Tucson, Threed, and then to 4-side. So this is kind of just going through the formerly the entrance to Fourside. And we're going to check my favorite place in this game, which is the Mole Cave, because in the base game, there are 5 bosses in there. There's the third strongest mole, there's the third strongest mole, and so on. All 5 of them think they're the third strongest. That's a copy-paste of the boss fight.
They're
So
kind of modest. It's kind of cute, actually.
They're all like, yeah, I'm okay. Okay, diamonds. That's actually quite important. Let's see how badly we get punched going in here, and that's going to determine what we do. Okay, ducks and got the nooses. All right. We don't have any real psi attacks. This is probably a mistake. We're gonna just hit auto fight. Yeah, we're gonna get punched down real quick. We don't have the equipment to do this just yet, but that's totally fine. Ness, could you not heal? Thank you. Either way, we now know a little bit about that. I am actually going to go clear the first spot that was open to us, which was the carrot cave. So we're gonna do that right now. Go back to that one. It's really just for a lack of, like, starting area to grind in, so we're gonna do that real quick. Shouldn't take us that long. Run on over here. I am gonna loot a few things along the way, just to get some other equipment. We don't really have a ton of stuff right now. That's just some food, which, a cookie, great. Oh, repel sandwich is actually really nice. Hop out this way. Very odd start. I'm not used to doing this one first. Alright, so, Bunnies are going, we gave them the carrot key, and we are now in the cave. We're gonna fight this thing and see how bad it hurts. Yeah, they're hitting for very little damage, but that'll be fine. Once we clear this first enemy, they'll all get some experience, and this will help a bit. Why do they keep missing like that? There we go. There we go. We got some levels, and I believe we learned the first side. Let's check. Status. Yep. Okay, so we got hypnosis. We're gonna punch some more stuff along the way. We're gonna do a little bit of looting. That should take us up to a point where we can actually do some serious combat. Yeah, I will warn folks, there's a lot of flashing in this game. Unfortunately, the effects are just designed in such a way that there's a lot of flashing. Not much we can really do about it.
I'm never ready for, like, the enemy sprites, either. The enemy designs are just so wild in this game.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, that was unfortunate, but it is fine. We don't have any cash either. We kind of got set up in a not super great way at the start. Let's check out Moonside, actually. That's maybe our next stop. So we got a cookie, we can just pay off the person who's standing in front of the way. The way that it's set up to get into Moonside is you gotta go through the backside of a bar. I think it's supposed to be a coffee bar or something, but you gotta talk to this person over here, and they won't move unless you give them something. Come on. There we go. There. Have a cookie. Get out of the way. Talk to our friend Everdread over here. He's gonna let us, he's gonna get up, he's gonna tell us that someone was kidnapped by Monotoli, and we're gonna go behind the bar in here to take us to Moonside. Moonside is a very strange, backwards, kind of negative, color-inspired area that is basically the opposite of Fourside. And we got a not great pattern on... actually, we got a decent pattern on the movement after that, so we didn't get stuck. Hitbox detection and collision, this is a little not great. But then again, it's a product of the era. Yep. Setting it for always run kind of makes some stuff not work optimally. And punches. This is probably going to go on forever if that thing keeps healing. Come on. Yeah, it keeps healing. So we're just gonna back out of that. Anything we can do for this? Not really. Give it a chance at hypnosis and see if we can put it to sleep. Didn't work on the robot pump. We're gonna run away! It's gonna run away because it's gonna take way too long for us to try and ping that down. But it looks like the other enemies in this area are not gonna be too hard to deal with, as long as they aren't constantly healing. It's gonna get not the greatest roll as far as starting characters are concerned. Alright. Yeah, so, let me just figure out what we're gonna do right now. Probably just go back to the carrot cave. We got an easy kill in the carrot cave. If we get one or two more of those, that'll balance things out. I mentioned the characters. Jeff is not the best character, by any means. Tends to be some of the weakest as far as damage output. Really, I would have loved to have seen basically anyone else aside from the teddy bear. Although the teddy bear can effectively block a bunch of attacks, which is kind of nice. You. What are you, and what are you gonna do for us? Really, we're just gonna farm a couple enemies here, just so we can get ourselves some psi attacks. What we're doing right now is auto-attacking and running through the messages as fast as possible. Not the most comprehensible thing. I'm gonna guess that the weapon that I drew for Ness is probably not a baseball bat. I would assume it's a dart, which is why he's missing so much. Also, not a great draw. Randomizing the equipment has that kind of drawback at times. Yep. If we have some cash, I could go and buy a cheap baseball bat somewhere, but do not currently.
You mentioned the teddy bear earlier. That I haven't seen anything like the teddy bear mechanic in like any other game.
It's really strange. One of the fun things about this too is that when you talk about the game mechanics itself, Earthbound has some really weird ones. My favorite being the health rollback aspect of it. So when you get hit, you don't lose your health right away. It takes time for the dials that are there, those like kind of rotary numbers, to roll back. So you have time after you're hit to basically cancel out that damage.
Oh, that's really cool. I had watched the rotor turn, but I didn't know that you could stop it partway through.
Yeah, so if you've been hit for over your total amount of health and someone casts life on you, it'll immediately bump it back up. It'll treat it as though you were healed from that point when the heal went off, where your health was. It's incredible for like late games. If you've got a thing that's slowly rolling down, you can actually issue commands while that's happening and cancel it out fast enough that you don't lose character.
That's so good. Oh, I really like that.
It's a great idea. It was a really great design. Yeah, we're dealing with a less than optimal starting roll. That bottle rocket is going to be incredibly useful. That's, I think, what's going to make the difference here. Let's just make sure that goes to Jeff. Jeff's the only one who can effectively use that properly. So we're going to use that against the boss, and that should make up for some of this lost time. Still nothing we can really do as far as... We're gonna try and run away from this. Although we are taking a lot less damage from attacks, which... We'll give it a shot. We'll see if we can get through this. As long as Ness isn't asleep, we'll be in decent shape to auto-attack through this. Come on. Alright, cool. And they survived that. Okay, cool. We have our first psi attack now, and that's gonna make everything so much better. What do we do first? Dude, we got a cup of coffee. Alright, we're gonna use life up on Ness, and life up accidentally on Ness again. Totally fine, not a problem. And we're gonna pull these, and we're gonna just do psi attack right away. And that should be all the difference. These guys should go down real quick. There we go. Now we're rolling a bit. Yeah,
and definite flashing lights warning, right? It's time
yeah. this is like I said, this game flashing lights constantly. When critical hits happen, there are hard flashing lights. When any of the spells are cast, there are hard flashing lights. It was designed before that was ever a consideration. That a mess. Oh, that was bad. But it's okay. It's okay. We can get through this. Yeah, now we're rolling. And we get another bottle rocket too, so that makes Jeff much more effective. So Jeff can use certain items in combat that other people can't. Did that say second? That's a second. Oh, that's a second. So we're actually doing the second spot instead of the first spot, which is a little explanation as to why it's a little more difficult. The first spot was actually the underground, because it was the first one that was open for us. Got a beat up minibar, should be fine. I don't think this would be too much of a problem. Shouldn't be. Come on, Ness. You can do it. You can't do it. Alright. It's okay though. We're actually in a pretty good spot right now. We've got a bunch of kills in, got a bunch of experience. And yeah, because that was the second one, it's substantially harder, although I would argue that the Lost Underworld spot is probably one of the hardest to tackle early on. The game loses its balance a lot when you start fighting enemies that can cast spells that hit multiple people, and most of the enemies in the cave leading up to that first spot in Lost Underworld absolutely have those sorts of spells. So, all of a sudden, every one of your characters is taking 20, 30 hit HP, and it becomes a problem. Jeff is not gonna survive this. Dang. Yeah, not the cleanest start, I'll say that much, but not too concerned about it. Because once this game starts rolling and really picking up speed, it's not too much of a problem. Let's walk back again and heal. It's fine. Totally fine.
I mean, you are starting pretty far in, so to be expected.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say that there are mistakes in routing, it's just the fact there are so few things that are really open at the start of this one. Just based on the spots that it gave us, all we had was Lost Underworld, which again, not a thing you want to jump into early on. This key for Dahlem and Winters, which we can't actually do anything with. So it's this or we did the Lost Underworld cave, and I hedged on the idea that this was probably going to be easier. Should be fine, though. Surely if I say that enough, it must be true, correct?
Just keep saying it until it's true.
Exactly.
Well, alright, to tell everybody about a new bid war that we had open up?
Absolutely, go for it.
Alright, well, we had a new bid war open up. It's for Hollow Knight to save or leave the grub, which, you know, as it sounds like, you'll be putting your dollars towards saving or leaving the grub. So if save is the winner, then Saoyoshi will save a grub in the Beast Den, and it has no substantial effect on the run. It'll just be, you know, a really nice thing to do. So again, when you're getting those donations in for True Colors United, remember to click on our incentives and bid wars, and I think we should save the grub. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Save the grub. Always. Grubs are always the most important thing in that run.
They're so cute.
Yeah, when it comes to saving animals in games, I'm always for it, especially like Super Metroid, and yeah, in this case, it's absolutely warranted.
Yeah, this is our version of that, since it is going to be the last run on the last day. So this is the save or kill the animals.
Okay, there we go.
Hollow Knight edition.
Yeah, it was definitely intending us to do the cave in Lost Underworld first, which is fine. Yeah, the other thing too is if we had Paula or we had Pooh, we would also have another spellcaster. As it stands, Jeff really just has these bottle rockets. And they do a substantial amount of damage, they're just not... There we go. Our first spot is done.
Wonderful.
So we'll go and grab our heal real quick. That should be totally fine. That'll also set us up then for the next place we're going to go. So we do still want to do the diamonds. Go back to Dusty Dunes and take care of that cave. I think we should be fine. It's just a matter of... Yeah, because if we get the diamond, we can go to Threed the wrong direction. And from there, we should be able to go in and get another character spot opened up. And we'll have Jeff so we can go fight a tent. Yeah, that's... Yep. Earthbound.
So we can go fight a tent, you know.
We can just fight a tent like you do, you know. Yeah, in the base game when you get to Threed, you end up fighting that tent and getting a thing called fly honey out of it, but in this case it's just a regular check, so we'll find some type of key item there. Alright, let's pop on out here, then we can teleport away. If I had an exit mouse, I could easily take that out, but we don't because we haven't found a place to get it yet. So let's go. Let us go to Dusty Dunes. That seems like a solid choice right now. By the way, chat, if there's anything I say that is absolutely just too confusing or does not make sense, feel free to just ask about it, and I can clarify a little bit.
I like how you casually drop that exit. Oh, if we had an exit mouse. Yeah, you know, like you do.
Well, it's a mouse. It can always find the exit. It sits in your pocket. In the base game, you can only carry one, but in this game, you can carry two.
In the base game, you only got one pocket, but in this game, you got upgraded to 2 whole pockets. Yeah. One for each mouse.
Alright, we're gonna try this once again. This should go a lot more smoothly than last time, ideally. Because we are a lot higher level than we were. Still can't really do... Can't really do the same kind of... Yeah, that's definitely better. We're gonna drop out of doing auto attack. We are gonna use a little bit of that. Should clear these out pretty quick. Did not clear out the duck, so this is probably not where it's expecting us to go next. That's totally fine, though. I'm gonna pop out and use a little shack that's over here, get ourselves some health back, and, yeah. Should be good with that. Yeah, we definitely want the diamond as fast as possible, that way we can go and get to Threed quickly. Okay, so you might see that I get caught on some stuff. That's because I chose to use, instead of having a run button, I have a walk button. In the base game, you can't really run. Actually, we're gonna go back in here and use the phone quick and call Dad. Okay, we got some cash. That's good for us to know we can actually go shopping at some point and get ourselves some equipment. Be good, really good. But yeah, I get caught on stuff sometimes when I'm running, because the game was not built around the idea of running everywhere. You're supposed to use a skip sandwich, and that would let you move faster for a short period of time. In this, it's just always enabled, and the skip sandwiches have been replaced with repel sandwiches. Also, you might see me run like this back and forth on the screen. I am despawning enemies, because I don't want to fight them. This game is a very unique mechanic where you can just despawn stuff. Just as soon as it goes off screen, there's a little leeway, but when it's off screen for a certain distance, it'll just go away. Okay, let's see if we got Master Belch down here. The third strongest Master Belch.
Okay, what is a skip sandwich? Or not, sorry, not a skip sandwich, a repel sandwich. What does it do now that it's been changed?
Okay, so a repel sandwich just makes the enemies don't spawn in at all.
Nice.
Which is really, really good for a couple endgame spots. It's typically why I don't use them right away. Just because we want to save if I have one, I tend to hold on to it until the end. Alright, so that's some lives for us. Some levels, rather. And a piece of equipment. Please be a bat. It's a thick laser! Heck yeah! Jeff is not gonna hit for more than nothing! So we should see some decent damage numbers.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's just gonna use that thick laser and just start beating stuff up. Oh yeah, and if I'd been paying attention, I would have realized earlier when it said shoot for Ness, it means that he's using a slingshot. So that's why we were missing as much as we were. I need to get him a baseball bat as soon as I possibly can. Give that spray can to Jeff. Don't know how successful we're gonna be fighting off Master Belch, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try real hard. No, don't use that. Need to give that bottle rocket to Jeff as fast as possible. There will be some on-screen flashing again when we're moving around because both of our main characters are sick. They both got a cold.
What does that do?
They just take damage when they walk.
Oh.
It's like any other kind of thing. So it's like poison in most games. There are different variations of it. Okay, so it looks like Jeff was able to take out Master Belch by himself. Jeff is being a strong lad today. Okay, interesting. We're not gonna make it through this, but I am just gonna take the quick way back, which is to take an intentional death. So, Jeff is gonna punch until he doesn't, until he stops. Quick back, that gave us a full reset on our psi, which is a really good thing. Again, this is a little messier than usual, mostly because of the fact that we have a weapon that is deeply unfavorable. I mean, I am pretty sure what I'm going to do after this is find a shop somewhere I can try and get a baseball bat. I should have checked for one in Winters. We are not going to do that right now. Check that after the fact. There we go. So, Jeff is now hitting for a very reasonable amount of damage, and I'm quite happy about that. We're going to pop over here. Oh, we got Please Be a Bazooka. It's a slime generator. Okay. Omega coin. Yes, sir, I would like to take your children with me. Please put them in my backpack. Those are the aforementioned exit mice. Oh, not fighting those. Let's try
I hadn't seen that bit of dialogue in action. That was the bit of dialogue that Toby Fox put in Deltarune for Lancer. He's a tough boy. Treat him like one of your items.
That was a mediocre bracer. Yeah, sure. I think that bracer's actually an item for poo, which would be useful. Yeah, let's try just doing. No, we're gonna save that until we've got some other stuff. That's gonna be saved until Belch summons in some of the smaller ones, which he's going to do. It's just gonna take a minute. We're just gonna punch. There we go. So we didn't actually need to use our mana for that, which is good. All right, we've hit a point now with our character leveling that we're in a really good spot. There are 2 more of them to clear out. God, that flashing is awful. I'm just gonna heal because I cannot stand that flashing.
I feel like Earthbound's trying to teach us some life lessons here. You know, don't run around while you have a cold. It's not good for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna try and keep us from doing stuff we shouldn't do.
Take it easy.
Warns us about the dangers of fighting intergalactic space aliens and all sorts of other stuff.
With a cold, you know.
Exactly. If you fight a snake and it bites, you should probably stop and not continue fighting. Kind of where we're at with that. Life lessons for everybody. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do a thing real quick as well. While I remember to do it, we got that bottle rocket. We're gonna give that straight to Jeff. Do we have any other bottle rockets in here? Don't think we do. We're not gonna waste that pizza just yet. Alright, ducks. Have at you.
So many ducks. So many ducks.
So many ducks! Too many ducks.
Again, this is how it is in real life. You know, if you piss off one duck, the rest of the ducks are coming for you.
Way too many ducks. And these ducks are mad ducks. They are so mad. You ain't never seen ducks that were so mad.
So be nice to ducks.
Always be nice to ducks.
This could be the situation you find yourself in.
Alright, so we're gonna eat that pizza. Jeff definitely needed that. What do we have as far as other food? Don't have any other food? Really? What about you, Jeff? You got any food? Nothing. Got a guts capsule, but that's not gonna help. Gonna fight another third strongest pile of slime. Let's do it! Yeah, we're just gonna do auto fight and hold the button down. Worked out very well for us last time, although I'm gonna drop out of auto fight. Mostly because I want to just make sure we're punching the same thing, not punching one of the small slimes, which we currently are, because it's changed what we were punching. There we go. So it chooses what you fight based on what's basically at the front of the pack. Let's see if Jeff can take care of this guy. Well, he punched the little slime. It's fine. Totally fine. Okay, cool. Jeff carried through that. That's totally fine. We got one more to do. I'm just gonna do it. I think Jeff can make it. This is gonna be, oh, no, not if I've run into those fights. We're gonna take one more intentional death. And then we're gonna take the last mole here, and then we should be good. Okay, so the fact that it gave us a, frying pan indicates we probably also should have had Paula by now. So I'm guessing Paula is probably... I have no idea where she is, but we'll figure it out. This is going to get us access to Threed and probably access to Pooh or Paula, which I will gladly take right now. If not, it's probably then the Flying Man. So Flying Man is a character that you only meet in a certain part of the game. It's when Ness is by himself in this like weird sort of magic world. Rather than having party members, you have a Flying Man. Flying Man punches for lots of damage. It's supposed to carry you through that section. But it's added to the character pool here at all the times when you would normally pick up characters through the game. So we are going to go down here. We were so close, by the way, to being done with this when we ended that last one. Alright, Gigantic Ant. There we go. This is going to go a little faster because we are just going to use spells directly through this. And not the fourth, not the second, but the third strongest slime pool. And now we're gonna save that bottle rocket. I was gonna burn it, but we don't need to. There we go. And we're done. The cave is no longer dangerous.
Very nice.
Alright, so those who have played this game before might realize this cave is much shorter than the standard cave. And that would be because this game has truncated dungeons. That's the wrong direction. That are substantially just... Oh no, that was the right direction. Where am I going? Come on, brain. Don't fail me now. It's substantially truncated dungeons for certain things just because they are a little long or overdone. So, makes certain things easier. Also, our first introduction of the camera guy. Who doesn't love the photo man?
Yes.
Say it with me now. Fuzzy Pickles!
Fuzzy Pickles! Come on, chat.
Everyone in chat gotta say it. Come on, Fuzzy Pickles.
Fuzzy Pickles!
Alright, let's grab a sleep here. That'll basically heal us back up. We are going to hand in that diamond after talking to the guy out here. He's gonna just toss it on over to us like, hey, here's the diamond. Cool. So we're gonna now take our... Who's still damaged? Status. Okay, looks like Ness is still got a cold. Ness no longer has a cold. You willed it away. It is gone.
I want that power.
We're just gonna do... Okay, hold on. We're gonna go back this way. We're gonna run the wrong way to go to Fourth Side real quick. Because it's faster than doing the walk.
We have time for a donation here?
Absolutely.
Alright, Leprechaun Gangster sent in $10 and says, LG uses Psy Love. Have a great run, 3G!
Heck yeah, Leprechaun Gangster is my partner and I love her very much.
That also went towards our incentive for our bonus run that we have open, the Godzilla Split Flipper incentive, where Flannel Cat and Arborelia will be playing both on one pinball table if we meet that one. So thank you very, very much for your donation.
That is absolutely fantastic. It runs at a showcase is gonna be awesome. Diamond. So we're giving the diamond over to this woman who currently has the Runaway Five under contract. They're a famous band. Think like the Blues Brothers, but like, you know, not. So she has them under contract. They are trying to get out of it, so we gave her a diamond to release them from contract, including releasing Venus here. And Venus is going to give us a key item. The meteorite piece, that is a very important item and is required to beat the game and is one of our Go mode items. So on top of the 4 spots we have to clear, we also have to get the meteorite piece, and we have to get access to Saturn Valley. So we have, let's see, 1 spot cleared, 1 spot open that we haven't cleared. The meteorite piece, and we just need to go to Threed, and we can probably get access to Saturn Valley through Threed, assuming that we get the zombie flypaper. That's right, zombie flypaper.
An amazing sequence of words, and also I love that. I love that the Blues Brothers are just in this game.
Oh yeah, they're just up there. There's actually 2 times you watch their show during the run too, during the regular game, where like it has this like 5 to 10 minute interlude of them playing music and doing dancing on stage. It's just the kind of game this is.
Yeah, I feel like the creator of this game was a Blues Brothers appreciator.
Yeah, this is the best thing I can say about this is it tries to capture Americana through a foreign locus. I love that idea because Eagle Land is supposed to be like idyllic U.S. suburbs and large cities, made from the vision of someone who lived and experienced Japan primarily. So it's got this like weird Americana bent with a lot of stuff shifted around.
Like the music just repelled the ghosts as well.
Oh yeah, they play their music so loud that it repels the ghosts. Also, Threed is a very scary town. There's all sorts of stuff happening. There's zombies, there's ghosts. Our first thing that we're gonna do here is we are gonna go to the hotel and take a nap. And while taking that nap, we're gonna go and get thrown into a hole in a grave by following this woman into this hotel room. And we are now being attacked by a bunch of zombos. So in the vanilla game, you go to the hotel, you end up being thrown into this cell down here. This is normally where you would meet Jeff. You would go and do a whole side quest in Winters. Hey, it's Pooh! Heck yeah! Or in this case, Sabin. So Jeff typically shows up in the UFO, he lands, and he meets up with Paula and Ness, and they use his Big Bad Key Machine to open the door there. In this case, it's just the deadbolt that we unlocked. They left the lock on the inside for some reason. We are gonna check a real quick thing right here. Sabin. Oh, yogurt dispenser. Excellent. It's another character check. The yogurt dispenser that dispenses trout-flavored yogurt.
Because why not?
In the original Japanese, it was a tofu machine, and the tofu machine generates strawberry tofu, which actually sounds kind of good, right?
Yeah, I would try this strawberry tofu. I'm not sure if I would try the trout flavored yogurt. How about you, chat?
Like a strawberry silken tofu, I can imagine being really, really good.
Right?
All right, so we're gonna take a quick save right here, get our health back, and we're going to use the phone. Update our save location in Threed, and we are going to go punch a tent. Who doesn't love fighting tents?
I feel like it's something that everybody does at some point in their life, whether they want to or not, actually, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Someone has a fight with a tent. Now, I mean, this may be a metaphorical fight, this might be a real fight, this might be just you having trouble setting up a tent. I've had that happen multiple times.
See, yeah.
Person to get that too.
Tent wrestling. Unintentional.
Jeff, we're gonna equip, let's do, it's other, put the point on it, good, there we go. So this is the tent in question. It's a tent. It's also a kraken, apparently. Because all the bosses are shuffled, it's a kraken, and the kraken is a horrible thing that I am not happy to see here, but we're gonna fight it anyway. Kraken's a jerk. Mostly because he does that. Yeah, he hits everybody at once. It does a lot of damage. Although it shouldn't be a problem, with the proliferation of our psi attacks and all that, it's really pretty quick to kill. Okay, so what now? This is gonna clear out. It's gonna give us access to a trash can that has a key item in it. And we're gonna get attacked by a random zombie dog. Fun! Alright, let's,
And puns from the chat, that was pretty intense.
Yes, I love that. A+. Best chat, best comments. Alright, what do we got in this trash can over here? It is zombie paper. Okay, so that's... Alright, interesting. Not quite vanilla, but definitely something associated to the area, so we can get access to Saturn Village now. I don't think we should do that. I think we should probably go check who is in Fourside, with the hope that it's Paula. Because if that's the case, then we are, from a character perspective and from an item perspective, basically there. Who has the zombie paper? Zambo paper! Alright, so we're gonna drop that, and we are going to go back to the hotel. Certain things, certain events in this game happen when you sleep. So you have to give it time to take effect. So we gotta pay this guy 180 bucks to take a nap.
Now that feels too much like real life. You're in a random town, you want to take a nap, you know.
Yeah, we gotta wait for the zombies to show up. I mean, there's flypaper on the ground. They're gonna show up. They're gonna get stuck to it, and that's gonna get the zombies away from the thing that we couldn't get past. I mean, it's created a whole new problem of a bunch of zombies stuck to a floor, but it's fine. They're not our problem now. Alright, so we are gonna go check if we can clear out that side. I don't know if we should do that just yet. I think it probably makes more sense for us to go to Fourside first. So, rather than go to that, we're gonna go check out Fourside. Alright, so what do we got as far as items to use still? The meteorite will give us a teleport that we could possibly use. So, that might be in the path, but we definitely need to go over here to Monotoli and hand off that yogurt machine. Alright, there we go.
We just had an insight about the trout-flavored yogurt, actually, in the chat, that if it's anything like cream cheese and lox, it might not be so bad. Like, it depends on if it's actual trout in the yogurt or if it's artificial trout flavor.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's trout flavored. I think that's the problem. If it was like yogurt and trout, like you like a yogurt kind of marinade on a piece of trout, that'd be good. You could do that. But like, yeah, it's just, you know.
Did they blend the trout into the yogurt? Is it trout juice? Did the creator expect us to think about this?
Oh, absolutely not.
Like a smoked fish dip? Oh!
So, fun fact, this game when it released in the US, released with a strategy guide. They did not sell this game without having a strategy guide and a couple other things. Mostly because the game is so incomprehensible at times, they felt people needed help.
Right? It is. It's really confusing. When I first played it, I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, it's just nonsense on nonsense, and I mean, that's part of the appeal, which I love, but yeah, at the time they were just like, nope, people aren't gonna get this. They need a guide. Okay, robots.
I'm so grateful they still released it, though. Like, instead of going the way they did with a lot of other games, they're like, people just won't get this. They're like, people won't get this, so here's a guide. Now play it!
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's well worth it. I mean, it's got cult status for a reason, because it's just such a good game.
It had scratch and sniff advertisements in magazines? What did they smell like?
Okay, not just that, it also had scratch and sniff stickers that came in the box. They smelled terrible. I know, I had them. They were awful. I can't remember what the scents were, but they were all bad. Ah, crap, we got pinged again. Alright. Yes, slow counting, that's funny, we get it. Alright, we're gonna do auto fight and just punch this thing as much as possible. Oh, we still need a baseball bat so badly. But we will pick one up the next opportunity I have to go to an actual shop.
Oh, we're hearing about it. Yeah, one was pizza, there was banana, carbon dog, master belch, banana monkey.
Yeah, so this is the other. Oh, hey, the tent! We're fighting the tent! This is the actual tent fight.
The actual tent, yeah.
And we're gonna use. We don't have fire, but we are gonna use freeze because freeze still does a bunch of damage.
The ad
It's not as
campaign
good
was
as
this
using
game
fire.
stinks.
Yeah, they didn't know how to advertise the game because it was such a weird concept. So they just, yeah, the advertising campaign in the US was really, really weird. Alright, we're gonna punch. Nope, not defend. Goods. You're gonna use that bottle rocket we've been saving, and you are gonna do something. Punch. Yeah, we're kind of kind of in a situation right now. Most things we're out of psi, and we are gonna do a life up on Jeff, since he's the only one that's actually hitting for any real damage. We can still hit for freeze for a little bit, but we're kind of at a standstill. It's mostly our terrible weapons that are causing the problem right now. So, let's do auto fight and see if we can get through this. It's gonna take a minute.
What's the status ailment on Jeff right now?
He's currently crying. So Flash causes you to cry, and crying makes you hit less often. So basically, all of our characters are being sort of frozen or are forced to cry, and that makes them miss more often. So this is just like, yeah, we're just pinging him down one point at a time, which is not the way you want to be doing this. Whenever Jeff crits, he's doing enough damage to actually be effective, but he's just not otherwise.
This is just
All
like
right,
the cutting onions attack.
Yeah, it basically just does a bright flash, and that's, Alright, we are gonna just forfeit this fight, because we're gonna come back in. As much as I don't want to do it, we didn't have the psi to do it. And I need to stop and buy something real quick. So we're gonna go shoot over to Threed. Check out the stores there. Normally on my runs, I don't bother shopping so much. There's not really a huge reason to do it. But I need to get off of this slingshot. It is driving me insane. Missing so many hits.
So what are we looking for? Like a bat? You mentioned it a few times before.
Any baseball bat is going to be better than what we've got currently. So that's calorie stick, secret herbs. What do you got? Silver bat. Cool. No, don't. Okay. Inventory management in this game is a problem. I'm just gonna throw that out there right now. It is not a great inventory management system. We're gonna sell that judgment dart, and we're gonna buy this silver bat, and Ness is gonna hit for a lot more, and it's gonna be a lot more reliable. Buy a mediocre bracer, put that on Jeff. You're gonna buy a sprite pendant, put that on Jeff. So he's got some resistances now. And unfortunately for us right now, Pooh really can't put on equipment. There's only 4 pieces of equipment in the game that Pooh can wear that won't make him worse. These are all hidden throughout the game. All of them are on enemies at a very, very low drop chance. He doesn't need them per se, but if you get all of the Bracer of Kings, the Sword of Kings, all that kind of stuff, he is much, much more effective at the end of the game.
Now, do you ever use that item that that summons somebody out of nowhere to buy your inventory items, or is that too slow for a speedrun?
So typically, you can use a thing called Escargot Express. It'll let you take 3 items and put them in storage, or pull 3 items out of storage. I don't tend to use them in regular gameplay for this, just because it's not really fast enough. And you have to sort of be in the same place for a certain amount of time for them to show up. We could also talk to Ness's sister in the house that their mother's house, but that requires us to have access to Onet and be able to talk to her directly. And we're going to...
About the, it's like a for sale sign or something, and...
Oh, the for sale sign, yes, you can actually set that up. I don't tend to do that either. So yeah, inventory management in this it's meant to be realistic. And as we know with a lot of games, when you do realistic inventory management, it becomes a challenge, rather than like a fun mechanic. Yep, that was not...
Yeah, definitely. It's so... This game throws so many items at you. It's unreal, actually.
It does, and there's, again, just so many different things that are going on with this particular run, and we got some really weird sort of positioning with this particular run. The fact that we don't have Paula here is a kind of a big issue. She's the only one that learns fire of the group, and fire is this thing's weakness. So it's unfortunate, but we should be able to hit this thing down with side attacks and with. You're gonna just use life up on yourself. Hopefully we can get it down with three of our RPG alphas, but don't know if that's gonna be the case. If not, we now have a baseball bat, which should make us substantially better at hitting stuff. And he will miss substantially less, which is the most important thing. Alright, we're just gonna do auto attacks. And they're all crying, so they're gonna miss a lot. There we go.
Very nice.
So the Boogie Tent is down. Heck yeah. So we're gonna go see who's in here. Please be Paula. Please be Paula. It's Paula!
Great!
We now have our full party. Paula is absolutely essential to go mode. She's the only one that can defeat Gygus. Well, sort of. You can. She helps us beat Gygus. Pencil eraser. It's gonna be the pencil eraser. That's a thing.
When did you get that teddy bear? It just, like, appeared.
Oh, yes, the teddy bear. Paula starts with the teddy bear in this.
Ah.
So the teddy bear will follow us around. It will soak up damage every now and then. It'll just take damage for us. Eventually, it'll blow up into a pile of fluff. Also, why am I walking away? I have an exit mouse. Get on out of here. So yeah, we now have that teddy bear. We've got that taken care of. We can go do Moonside. That's what we're gonna do. I'm sure we can handle Moonside at this point. It's here. We might as well do it. We still also have to go to Saturn Valley, but we'll hold off on that until after Moonside. I do want to check a thing real quick. What's Paula's level? 22. Okay, so we did stuff in reasonably the right order. We just had a pretty rough start of things. Alright, let's go back to Moonside. This is going to look real different from the last time we were here, in that we are just going to punch stuff down immediately. Yep. Again, artifacts of using a walk button instead of a run button. So me just standing. So to explain why the walk-run thing happens, with skip sandwiches you move 2 pixels instead of moving 1 pixel, which means that you can't. Let's say you only have space to move 1 pixel. Instead of just moving you the 1, it won't move you at all. So you get these sort of like 1 pixel wide gaps that normally it would just sort of bump you down a little bit and you'd be fine. But that's not the case in this. So it's a thick frying pan. Let's get that to Paul. Samus. That's right, I've been using the regular names instead of the names that y'all paid for, but still, you know. Gotta say Mario and Samus and Sabin. Jeff.
They are, and Jeff.
Bazooka! Heck yeah! Okay, so we just got a really decent item for Jeff. Oh, wait, hold on. Crap. Everything you say in Moonside needs to be backwards. So they say hello and goodbye, you say no, and then they'll throw you to a different place, rather than saying yes, which would indicate that you don't know what you're talking about. No, I can't see you, even though I can see you, so now he's following us around. Talk to this guy over here. That's gonna take us out of the hotel with the gold tooth man in tow. Invisible gold tooth man. And he won't stop talking. So we talked to a guy earlier who wanted you to get his drinking buddy, and now we're gonna go and drop him off with his buddy, who's gonna get out of the way and let us fight a weird, not real version of Monotoli. That guy who we got the key item from in the building, owns that giant building. And it looks like he's in front of, that's either Ness's Nightmare or the Mani Mani statue, which would make it vanilla if it's Mani Mani. And we have, I think it's the Mani Mani statue. Oh no, it's Ness's Nightmare. It's not. Let me check a thing real quick. I want to make sure I'm not doing something stupid. Ness's Nightmare does have a side, yeah, we're not gonna use side attacks on this guy. We're just gonna punch. And we're far enough in that we can just sort of punch this thing down without a problem. But it has a psi shield. If we were to hit it with psi attacks, it would reflect right back at us. Also, it's going to start using attacks that are very vaguely similar to Ness, because it's Ness's nightmare. But it's down. Alright, now we're going to meet the Teleport Monkey. Teleport Monkey is going to give us an item. Normally, this is the Monkey Cave invitation, which we don't want it to be the Monkey Cave invitation. Nope, nobody wants to see me do that. I guarantee nobody wants to see me do that. The Monkey Cave is a maze of trading items, and it takes just forever to go through. So let's talk to the monkey. Pack of bubblegum! Hey! Whoever was amped to see Nessie, to see Tessie, rather. We're gonna see Tessie, y'all!
Yeah!
Heck
I'm
yeah.
amped. I'm amped for that.
Oh yeah.
I know some folks in chat are amped for that too.
It's time for Tessie! This is hands down my favorite cutscene in the entire game. Also, that pencil eraser makes a lot more sense now. It's gonna let us bypass one of the dungeons. It's nice. We're not gonna do any shopping right now.
This was definitely another one of those moments in the game where I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, this is 100%. This is just like... Okay, so it is my understanding that Winters in this game is supposed to be like England, as it were. So most of the game takes place in Eagle Land, but Winters is very far away. It has Stonehenge, and it has Tessie. So like, obviously it's like some amalgamation of like the entirety of the UK, like Scotland and England. So we're gonna go, it's just Stonehenge too, like they didn't even bother to give it a fun name, it was just, no, this is Stonehenge.
They tried a little bit with the Blues Brothers, but...
Oh, absolutely. So this is the Bubble Monkey. We are gonna give the Bubble Monkey some bubble gum. And the Bubble Monkey is going to use that bubble gum to float up into the air and land on top of the ever-elusive Tessie. Like so. And now we are going to ride Tessie to the other side of this lake. Y'all, I want to see some Tessie hype in chat, y'all.
I love that slow rise out of the water. Yeah, go ahead.
Also, this cutscene is very long, so if you have anything you want to add to this, like donations or that kind of stuff, feel free.
Yes, well, I wanted to tell everybody True Colors United implements innovative solutions to youth homelessness that focus on the unique experiences of LGBTQ plus youth. We equip service providers with the tools to create safe and inclusive spaces that meet the needs of all youth experiencing homelessness. Through our Equity Hub, toolkits, and continuously growing resources, we've helped thousands of staff transform their agency's physical space, culture, and policies. In a world where the struggle for housing justice knows no borders, we're creating a world where all LGBTQ plus youth can live in safety. This year, we're launching a first-of-its-kind research project in partnership with Kenneth and Jacob's House, dedicated to identifying the needs of homeless LGBTQ plus youth in East Africa. They're helping so many kids all over the world. If you're able to get a donation in, now would be a wonderful, wonderful time. And do remember that we have an incentive and a bid war open right now. The incentive is for a bonus game that will happen tomorrow morning if it's met. And that is for Arborelia and Flannel Cat to play Godzilla. It's a split flipper incentive, so it'll be 2 players on 1 pinball table. And we are looking for $250 to unlock that, where we're sitting at 10. So we definitely need some more donations. Please click on that one when you're donating to True Colors United.
Y'all, don't sleep on that. That's going to be incredible.
It is. It's going to be amazing. I really want to see it. So go ahead.
So we just took the trip across the lake. We got off there. We used the pencil eraser to bypass Brick Road. Brick Road is a dungeon made by the guy named Brick Road. It's his first dungeon, so I mean, obviously we've got to be gentle about it. It's very basic, very simple. Brick Road eventually becomes a thing called the Dungeon Man. He is a man who is also a dungeon. We will not most likely be seeing Dungeon Man in the run tonight, unfortunately, but alright, we're gonna see if we can get through this thing. Also, oh, good. Sabin decided to jump in with some heals. Yeah, so we're probably not gonna see the Dungeon Man, but that's just sort of, that was his dream, was to become a dungeon, and he did.
It's so nice to see somebody achieve their dreams like that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I wish Dungeon Man all the best of luck. We are skipping his dungeon because I don't want to do it. It's boring. I hate to criticize his first dungeon. I mean, it's his first, but you know,
We all start somewhere.
it's just like some lines of some stones, and it's like, eh. He tried. He tried. I'll put it that way.
Just wait till you see second dungeon.
His second dungeon is impressive. That was like a lot of effort to get there. Oh, hey. So that flash, unfortunate because it's a bright flash, is indicative of the fact that we are now strong enough to one-shot enemies in this that we are that like kind of green. We're way more powerful than the enemies in this dungeon. This was supposed to be our third sanctuary location. We did some stuff out of order because I brute forced my way into doing things I probably shouldn't have done. And this is the trillionage sprout. Normally it's one of the guardians of one of the spots, but it's here, guarding a different spot. A much more differenter spot. And we're just gonna punch it down. We're strong enough now that we can easily just kind of do that.
However, it's made of onions, so everybody's crying.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, trillionage sprout is done. Thankfully, even though we've got the pencil eraser, we don't have the eraser. By the way, when I say pencil eraser, I don't mean like the eraser on the back of a pencil. I mean like an object that erases things that are shaped like pencils. Same for the eraser.
You know.
It erases objects that are shaped like erasers. Like you do.
As you do.
All right, so that is our our second spot we've opened. Our second spot we've cleared. Our third spot we've opened. We are getting close, y'all. We just gotta unlock one more spot. Go back and clear the Lost Underworld spot, which is definitely doable. Shouldn't be a problem. Avoid those characters because we don't know what they're gonna do. The bears and the cavemen. And what do you got here? The eraser. Oh. Alright, well, this just took a turn for the worst.
No.
Looks like we're going into Stonehenge, y'all. We have one other teleport we could get, but I also don't want to chance it. Like, it's very clearly setting us up to go in here and do this, so... Y'all get to watch me flail? I don't do this dungeon very often. We're not going to do the Skyrim sequence, not right now anyway, not until we clear out this dungeon. And probably not at all, actually, thinking about it. Goods, eraser, there we go. Going to pop on down here. Again, the eraser is basically just there for that thing. It's just an eraser-shaped stone statue that's in the way. I think I remember my way through this dungeon. Like, I should know this because I play this game a lot, but I also don't do this particular dungeon all that much because it is blocked behind its own special key item. It's quite long, and it doesn't get thrown into the mix that often. Okay, we're gonna have to stop punching this thing directly, and we're gonna have to use some spells. Mostly due to the fact that this thing is just constantly healing itself. So at the very least, if we use freeze, we can possibly stop it from moving. Or it'll do that. It'll blow up. So, fun fact about that too, the rolling for health, if you finish a fight while the health is still rolling, it just stops rolling. So, if you finish a fight really quickly, you can kind of avoid some of that kind of stuff. Okay, so... got a bunch of Starmans. None of the dangerous Starmans, though. Mostly due to the fact that let's do fire on the back row.
Which one's the dangerous Starman?
The dangerous Starman is the one you would think is the least dangerous. That's Starman Jr. Oh, that's right. They have psi shields. That's maybe not great. It's fine. So, yeah, that was a bad call on my part. We're gonna make sure that we get Ness back up. Okay, yeah, so this is It's going about as well as I figured it would go. Don't love this, but yeah, the Starman Jr. is the hardest Starman in the game. Because you're not actually ever supposed to fight the Starman Jr. Normally, when you do the Starman Jr. fight, you are at the start of the game, at the very start of the game. You are going to use freeze on you. Yes, and as pointed out by the chat, this is where you can find the Sword of Kings. It's on one of the Starmen over there. So let's just heal up. Ness, we don't want him to die. There we go. Now we should be good to just wail on these things until they go away. This is a very bad draw for enemies. But the Starman Jr., again, going back to that, when you start the game, you have a special secondary character named Buzz, who dies pretty much immediately into the start of the game. But he hangs out with you during your first boss fight, which is the Starman Jr. He shields you and protects you and helps deal damage. You don't have that for the fight in this. So Starman Jr. just does AoE attacks constantly for a lot of damage. It's bad.
Right, I
Ooh,
forgot
yeah,
that Buzz was like ripped.
Yeah, Buzz is absolutely jacked. Awesome character. Very much helps you get through a lot of stuff. Also, yes, rip Buzz.
Buzz is ripped and ripped. Yeah.
Can we get some press F to pay respects for Buzz? There we go. But yeah, so Buzz gets taken out pretty early on. Kind of sets the mood for the game of like, oh well, that's not great. This guy is supposed to be our mentor. Gives us this sound stone and tries to help us get through some of the stuff. He just goes away immediately. And then Ness is once again all alone trying to figure out what he's going to do, fighting a bunch of aliens. Oh, so as I was saying as well, Sword of Kings is in here at a 1 in, I want to say 255 drop chance. You have to farm Starmen to get it. Hey! So let's fight this guy. This shouldn't be a problem. Although we don't have Paula, which, again, not a thing I want to deal with. We are going to use the bazooka. Spoiler, we're going to use the bazooka a lot moving forward. The bazooka does a substantial amount of damage. It's not really the best thing, especially since we've got a decent gun for him, but it's pretty consistent. Which makes it a good item to use. And we're gonna just do a lot of freezing on this. Yeah, so that's really the freezing that's gonna carry us through this right now. I think the bazooka's hitting for more than Jeff would normally with the beam. It's about like 80 damage, which is pretty good. Definitely hitting for more than Ness is doing right now. Ness is just kind of hanging out.
Ness is like, y'all can take care of this. I'll be over here.
Yeah, so we're gonna see how much the actual beam is gonna do to Jeff. Yeah, Jeff's normal attack is doing 1. So we're gonna keep using the bazooka. Definitely worth doing. There we go, y'all. That was Stonehenge. Stonehenge is Stonehenge. Alright, let's hopefully get a key item out of this that's useful. We just gotta get one thing. If we get fly honey, that would be our go mode. If we were to get something like, I'm trying to think what else. If we had like a teleport to Onet and we got the shack key, that would be useful as well. Franklin badge, not exactly the most useful thing, unless we're going to Happy Happy, and I don't think we are. But if we got Happy Happy, we wouldn't need the Franklin badge. Anyway, we're going to use the exit mouse to get the heck out of here. Because I am not walking all the way back. Okay, so this is Tony calling in, and this is where we're going to put in what was the winner of the Save the World, which I believe was trans rights.
That is correct.
Heck yeah, it's the one I always use. I love it so much.
Get some trans rights in the chat.
Trans rights!
Trans rights, y'all. Time to make like a mouse and leave.
There we go. We are going to be saved at the end of the game by trans rights. Alright, so we're gonna pop back over in here. Actually, I'm gonna check out what the caveman's got for his shop. Secret herbs are good. Alright, so we're gonna take a teleport then, and we're gonna go. Where are we gonna teleport to? We're gonna go back to Threed, because we're gonna go to Saturn Village. So Threed. We can also go to Underworld and clear that spot right now, but I don't think we really want to worry about that until we're sure we've got a 4th spot unlocked. Yes, we're gonna pop up this way. Oh, we probably want to heal Paula. Let's go to a hospital.
You're gonna resurrect.
We probably should have Paula alive for this. Like, it's a good idea. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. All the things. Oh, we're gonna pop in here because it's funny. This is what we did to those poor people. There are now zombies just all over their floor. It's their problem now, though. Alright, so we're gonna go and resurrect get Paula back. I'm gonna go pay for a hotel room. We're gonna sleep off our injuries from that last fight. Oh god, the shaking. Not great. Another side effect of the whole, like, moving 2 pixels at once thing kind of causes certain problems sometimes. So we're gonna grab this heal right here. At the very least, going to Saturn Valley right now is gonna get us a couple things. It's gonna set us up in case we get fly honey. It's gonna give us the teleport we need to go at the end, and we can hand in our meteorite shard so that we can go to, I guess the displaced area in time, before we actually go out of phase with reality. But I'll explain more when that happens in the actual game.
You know, this
like
game.
You do. Sorry, go ahead.
You got it. I tend to go out of phase with reality, several times a day, so familiar.
Oh, absolutely. I love this game because it is utter nonsense in the best possible way. The thing it evokes for me, the thing that I've always thought about, even since I was a kid, is it sounds like a story a child would tell when they're, like, explaining how they saved the world. Like, if you really think about how all the story beats go, it's like, oh yeah, no, we went and we talked to the mayor and we got a key and we went and we saw this giant footprint, and then we gave some diamonds to this lady and she let these people go.
Maybe you have, like, the biggest, like, most wrinkly brain in the universe. Like, now I'm thinking about if the creator sat down and talked to some kid and just took a bunch of notes, like Axe Cop style. Like, the origin of this game.
Everything about this game is just sort of designed around the idea of, like, and it's a thing that exists in all of the games that were made by this specific creator, was that it was focusing on the innocence of childhood and the universe being in peril, and the only thing being able to save us from all of this is, a pure-hearted kid that can go and get the job done. In Ness's case, it's, he's the hero. He's supposed to be a hero. So he is. Alright, let's just take care of these ghosty ghosts. And we didn't get cursed. Awesome.
I do like the game is so ridiculous that, yeah, you're running around as Ness and it's like, why am I doing this? Well, why not?
Okay, so is this the 3rd strongest mole, or is this is the 3rd strongest mole, y'all? Okay, so we're just gonna use magic on this guy. So he's got a physical shield, not a magic shield.
Got a reminder that it's the 3rd strongest mole in the background there.
Oh yeah, that's a fun thing too, I should mention that. All of these are procedurally generated backgrounds with certain effects. So it's an overlay of multiple layers that are set up in a way that, like, it sets the color, it sets some of the effects. There are hundreds of effects that it can generate. In fact, somebody was kind enough to make a JavaScript file that generates all of the backgrounds based on putting in numbers. So you can generate your own, you can generate the ones that exist within the game. They're all really neat.
That sounds like so much fun. Oh my gosh, especially used during a stream. That sounds like so much fun.
In fact, I do. I have a thing that I do that with on my stream currently. But we'll
yes.
Later. But yeah,
hats off to that person who made the JavaScript.
Oh, absolutely. It's very, very cool. One of the coolest things. And the fact is, these were all capable of being done on a system, especially when you think about the SNES, which it only has a couple layers. They usually have very firm palette selection. They don't have a ton of access to different colors. And you're talking about all sprite-based, so like the majority of this game is absolutely sprite-based, but when it's generated like that off of mathematical calculation, you can get a lot more out of it that you wouldn't be able to normally fit on a card.
We're getting requests to share the URL to this JavaScript.
I will grab that once we're at the end of the run. I'll grab that and toss that in chat.
I would say throw it into the Power With Pride Discord maybe.
Yes, absolutely. 100%. Yeah, y'all should
at
join
the
that.
end of the
Always-
after the
always
run
good.
is done. After the run is done.
Of course.
Priorities.
Yeah, I don't think I should stop mid-run and start like pulling
Yeah.
up URLs.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna, we're just gonna put in, here's a link to pictures of my cat. Let's go.
But yeah, I love talking about this game in particular. Oh, you know what? Since we're just talking about fun, obscure stuff about this game, I want to mention that this has some of the most interesting anti-piracy that I've ever seen in a game. They designed it essentially... Oh wait, we didn't need to go in there. We needed to just talk to him and give him the meteorite chart. It's fine. So if the board was not correct and the ROM was sort of used in a card that wasn't designed for it, it would basically shadow make the game impossible to play by making all the spawn rates much, much higher, making everything hit harder. So you could theoretically get through the game on what is hard mode. Except for the fact that at the end of the game, on the final fight, it forces it to crash. So they were very, very serious about anti-piracy in that sense, but mostly just in people making fake carts of it rather than in distributing the actual ROM files. Obviously, we know certain stances on that, and I'm not going to talk about any more about that. But what I will say is that sort of anti-piracy measure is one of the most interesting I've ever seen in a game. Yeah, it also deletes the save.
It also
that you're
deletes your
playing.
save?
Yeah, so when you get to that last position, okay, so go in here. When you get to that last fight and it crashes, your save is gone. So you will have wasted everything. Okay, so let's get the teleport here. Happy Happy Village! Heck yeah, that is spot number 4, y'all.
Where did that old man go? Who knows? I mean, probably happy.
He hecked off to somewhere else. I don't know. You know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's totally cool. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's absolutely a hilariously mean feature to have it like delete the save and do all of that. It's definitely the most interesting and surprisingly well designed too. It took people a lot of time to find it after a while to do this thing. It was only on bad hardware. Okay, I need to at some point go sell some. We're gonna go talk to the shop quick. I'm gonna sell off bits of my inventory because we're gonna go steal a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, we're going to honor a free shop and not pay for things. And we're gonna... Nope, not gonna buy anything because you don't have anything I want to buy. Yes, sell. Sell. Let's this calorie stick. And... still get the inventory system. So, we got enough space. We can just do it without doing any more sales. Normally in this, you would just have an egg. That's available, eggs and bananas. There are brain food lunches here. They're very expensive. We're just not going to pay for them. And we're going to take a lot of them. Now, I'm not advocating that you just walk up to a free store and take all the stuff. But, in this case, this is really going to help us later. And we're also going to have to do just a bonus fight. 10 is more than enough. We'll do a little bonus fight here, just because we took some stuff. So we do have to do an extra fight, but it's fine. It's just Master Barf. We're okay. Or we're not, and we'll have to teleport back anyway. It's fine. Oh, there we go. This is also supposed to be a joke on Pooh's name. Pooh is not into gross out humor. Let's pop on over to... Okay, so that's done. We can no longer use that shop, but we are going to pop into here real quick, and we are going to take out our third spot. I think we still have one exit mouse, but we're not going to use it here. Oh, this is Lilliput Steps. Yes, so be our second spot. Okay. Let's just do auto fights on these. These shouldn't hit that hard. Although I haven't seen Happy Happy this late in a run in a real long time. It just doesn't tend to happen for me. Usually because so much else is open. Again, unique seed, interesting prospect for how it's set up. And based on our time starting, I think we're still doing pretty good on time. What's the current timer?
Current time is an hour 18.
Oh yeah, we're good. It's not going to take us that long to clear all this. Gygus fight's going to be interesting. Should be good for that fight without a problem. We've got basically all the key stuff we need for that fight. Mostly we've got Pooh and he knows Brain Shock, and that's going to make a huge difference. You can, in fact, beat this game with just Ness and Paula. It's completely ill-advised, and you definitely shouldn't do that. But you can. And
But you can.
You can, and you definitely shouldn't. It's a lot like, oh, Starman Jr.
Oh.
Alright. Well, this is gonna be fun. Starman Jr., let me quick look at something real quick. You do not have a shield, so we're just gonna we're gonna punch you, but this is gonna be, ooh, this is gonna be fun. We should probably put up a shield. We're gonna do that.
At least the music is an absolute bop while Starman Jr. kicks our butt.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, you just use freeze. That's fine. That's totally fine. And we're gonna just do, you can use freeze. Yeah, so freeze has a chance to freeze any enemy in place. It has been changed for this so that it's not as useful as it was. Sometimes they'll just magically break free. Do again. Yeah, Starman Jr. is an absolute pox, and yeah, not fun. Although I think we're strong enough that it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, that whole, like, was able to move again thing means that he was frozen, so he loses his turn. With two people doing freeze constantly, we have a pretty decent chance they'll be frozen, unable to do stuff. Because his body gets frozen solid. Sometimes they'll automatically break out, though, to make it that you can't just easily kind of avoid having to do fights. Because with both of them spamming freeze, it definitely has a high chance of stopping them from being able to take an action. And, okay, it was only doing 20 damage, that's good. A lot of AoE things, especially early on, are a major problem. Again, they're not doing the most damage with Freeze Beta, but it's, you know, again, a lot of it's just stopping Starman from being able to really punch us that hard. That hurt for more. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Do freeze again. You're gonna do a life up on Paula. You don't have the MP for it. Okay. Paula, do you have any? You have a brain food lunch. You're gonna eat that brain food lunch. See, this is why. This is why we raid the free shop. Alright, Starman Jr. is down. We no longer have to worry about him. And we're gonna go and get our heal on. Yep.
Nicely done.
Lilliput Steps. Awesome, so that is our third spot. Our fourth spot will be in the underground. We're gonna go there right away. I am not going to use an exit mouse here because I want to use it to get out of the other cave, which is way more annoying to navigate. And this is a pretty easy jump back. There's a lot of open spaces. Everything in this cave will now be afraid of us because we've liberated the cave.
This be a good time. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go right ahead. If you got something to say, feel free.
I got some donations. Sextrack sent in $42, said, I forgot to do this in the excitement after my good run earlier. Here's $2 for every death in the run. Thanks, Sextrax. And Caroline sent in $25. It says, trans rights. Heck yeah.
Trans rights.
All right, so both of those went towards both the incentive and the bid war that we have open right now. I wanted to remind y'all that when you donate, you can donate towards both the incentive and the bid war. Your donation is going to be a triple threat because it's going straight to True Colors United, and it can work on a bid war and it can work on an incentive. So, a little update on both of those. The Hollow Knight save, we have a bid war now for the Hollow Knight to save or leave the grub, with leave in the lead at 42 and save trailing behind at 25. The save is one that I wanted, so I really hope some more donations come in to save that grub. And then, of course, our other incentive that we're looking to unlock, that amazing bonus run tomorrow, where if we hit the $250 goal, then Arborelia and Flannel Cat will do a 2 players 1 pinball table. It's the Godzilla split flipper incentive. We are now sitting at $77 out of the $250 we need. So y'all are doing an amazing job. Please keep those donations coming in. Let's unlock that incentive.
Heck yeah! All right. So yeah, we went back into the Lost Underworld, where we are going to be navigating this cave. Everything is really afraid of us because this was supposed to be the first place we went, and we didn't. So this is going to be hilariously quick.
I was gonna say, yeah. Should just be able to roll this cave.
Just gonna hit auto, and that's the playground too.
Yeah.
Yep, that was the thing. I just don't like doing this cave really early on. When it's the first spot, it is kind of arduous to do really at the start, unless you've got someone who can do a lot of damage real quick. Just because everything does auto. It does these main, like, spread attacks on all of your enemies, on all of your characters, rather. Words are hard right now. It is 1 AM after all. Yeah, so it does attacks on all the characters, so it can be really devastating early on. Alright, so we have absorbed the power of the land into our heart. That means that we are good to go to fight Gygus. And what we are going to do right now is we are going to use our fun friend, the Exit Mouse. There's our second Exit Mouse. Monster Fear is a really cool mechanic. I really do love the concept that they'll just run away. Like, they're afraid of you, so they're going to go away. Let's go back to Saturn Valley. There are a couple things we're going to do before we actually dive directly into these fights. We are going to equip our characters. There are 2 shops in Saturn Valley that are worth checking out. And we're going to go check out both of them real quick. We want to pick up some Horns of Life, so we've got some revival. We are going to move around a few things. And give that to... Got so much stuff. Also don't know if this laser is actually better than the one that Jeff currently has. We're gonna buy him a new one anyway. I don't think we need to worry about it. Let's drop that, and we're gonna drop that picnic lunch to there. We are gonna throw away. Well, we're gonna eat the trout flavored yogurt because why not? And we're gonna use this guts capsule on Ness, which we could have used earlier, but it doesn't really do all that much. Everybody's got 2 spots. Perfect. Now we're gonna go check out the ATM and pull all of our money. And we got a substantial amount of cash. Yep, I did that wrong. That's supposed to be 7. Off by 1. There we go. All of our cash. Yeah, we're gonna buy that pan. Paula now has one of the best pans in the game. We're gonna buy a ribbon. Also for Paula. Clover bat. Ness. Sam bandana. Also for Paula. Yeah, we're gonna... Jeff. And we're gonna pick up that bracelet for Ness. So they've all got decent equipment now, which is exactly what we want. Oh, she doesn't have anything. Oh, she didn't have stuff to begin with. Okay, that's why. Yeah, so we're gonna just... We got some stuff we want to buy. Specifically, we want to buy a life horn. For our Ness. Nope, I'm not gonna buy that. We're gonna buy 2 life horns. We're gonna give them to Jeff. So life horns will let us bring a character back to life and cure any status ailment. So if they get diamondized or something else, we can use the life horn to kind of take care of that. We're gonna buy, I'm gonna say 7 of them. Yep, thing. I'm gonna buy 7 so that we've got enough to make sure Paula is not gonna go down no matter who survives. Because Paula is absolutely vital to ending this game. At this point, the most important characters for us to keep alive are Pooh and Paula. Mostly because Gygus is weak to a thing called Brain Shock. And that's going to be incredibly useful for us clearing this without dying. Alright, we're going to talk to Dad one more time. Going to record our progress. We are going to... we don't need to worry about healing up right now, because we are going to go straight into the area we were at before. So, we're going to go take our little teleporter thingy here. It's going to take us to another area. We already talked to the Starman, or Star Master. PK Master, I forget what his actual name is. We're going to talk to Dr. Andonuts, and he's going to offer to turn us into robots so that we can go out of phase with reality to a time before time to fight Gygus. Like you do.
You know, the usual.
Yep, turning children into robots to save the universe.
Never mind that drill noise. Everything is fine.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Their bodies are totally fine. We just moved their spirits over to robot bodies and maybe some other bits. Don't worry about it. It's not important. Sometimes you just gotta be a robot. Also, Ness still has his hat, which is adorable. We are going to make sure we're topped up, which I knew we kind of already were. We are going to grab ourselves a sit here. And now we are going to, since we're good to go, I'm probably going to burn that repel sandwich, not here, but when we get a bit further in. That'll give us 15 seconds of not fighting stuff. We are going to... Yeah, we're gonna use some spells to get through this. We have a bunch of brain food lunches, so we can heal up and we can really take care of getting everyone back into shape after these fights, so I'm not too concerned about using MP to get there now. Yeah, Stellar Drizzle definitely hurts, but not so bad that it's a huge problem. Alright, Woolly Shambler should be down. There we go. Get everyone a couple levels while we're at it. We're just gonna run as fast as we can past these things if we possibly can, and we did! Awesome. We go up this way. Try and despawn some of these things. Please despawn. And thank you! It listened. Oh, that's a lot. What's in this box here? Good bracelet. Alright, cool. Alright, so we are gonna pop back over here, and we are going to use our repel sandwich. And we are going to run as fast as we possibly can up through here and into the next area, where we will be able to get into Gygus' lair without fighting anything else. Those last fights in that last area are, frankly, terrifying. They're all high damage, they drain us of a lot of our power getting in here, and we need everything to get through this. We are also going to find the moment of truth, what is actually standing next to Gygus, which is the actual final boss fight, in my opinion. But that will be in a moment. So we're going to use Brain Food Lunch on Paula. And we're just going to use Brain Food Lunches all around. We don't really need them during the final fight. If everything goes well, we should be fine without them. Alright, everybody. Let's do our final fight for the evening. And this is Gygus. He's a little 90s alien goopy. Just a little bit. Looks shockingly like Nessa, doesn't it? Oh, hey, Clumsy Robot! Awesome! Clumsy Robot is a great find here. There are certain bosses you just don't want to see here. Again, we talked about Starman Jr. Nobody wants to see Starman Jr. here. We're gonna do single target attacks on the clumsy robot. Just double check thing. It does not, in fact, have any kind of. Oh no, it does. Does it now? It does have side shield. That was right. We're gonna punch it down. We've got enough heals that it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, we're gonna just. Bash that down, bash that down. You are going to heal up. You. No, 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 no. No! Okay, so Paul is down. That's bad. But it's fine. We have life horns. We can get Paula back up. We are going to apply a shield to all of us. Should mitigate some damage. Oh, this is going very badly. Okay, so we're gonna just go here, and we're gonna get up you. Yeah, the robot's not usually this spicy. Okay, so now that that's taken care of, you're gonna eat a brain food lunch. You're gonna bash that. You are gonna use a Horn of Life on Jeff, so we can get Jeff back up. Yeah. Okay, that should be fine. Who needs heals? It's like, you need heals. Ah, it's gonna kill her. No, no, it's not gonna kill her because she has the shield itself. You... Nope. Jeff? Missed inputs. Missed inputs! Yeah, we're gonna just throw... We don't need to throw life on anyone. We're gonna throw another shield up. This is incredibly rough. Need a brain food lunch. Doop. Yeah, we're gonna do. That's some death right there. This is not looking good at this point, y'all. Okay, so yeah, we lost that fight pretty bad. What we are going to do, however, is we are going to just hit a soft reset right now and reload from our last save. Mostly because we burned through a lot of stuff getting there. And we want to make sure we've still got that kind of taken care of. So this is going to be tough. We are in a pretty precarious position with the clumsy robot being the way it's set up right now. So yeah, this is not ideal. Okay, I'm gonna try a thing real quick. I don't know if I've got enough time to run through that, but we'll try real quick. Might be able to get through this whole thing with the repel sandwich up. Don't necessarily know we've got enough time on the meter with that to do that, but we can at least get through this first section easily enough. Yep. Oh, that's red. That's not great. Yeah, so this next time we run through it, we're definitely gonna make sure we use a shield. Everyone's taking just so much damage. And that's there's reasons for that. The other option we have, if this is a little too spicy and we can't get through this, we could always search for another spot and go through and do the alternate solution for ending this, but that would take longer, so we're probably not gonna do that. Nope.
You got this. Folks are cheering for you in the chat.
Oh, absolutely. We'll get through this.
I believe.
Either way, we're gonna wrap this up.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, this, we're gonna have to go back to the start and heal. No, we still got brain food lunch, this will be fine. Really, the big thing is making sure that we immediately throw up a proper reflection. Oh, wow, that's a lot of enemies. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can clear. Okay, so that should be fine. It's incredibly hot in my office right now as well, by the way. It kind of gets that way with the door closed.
Extreme hard mode.
Yeah. Alright, so exploding nuclear thingamabob. No. Okay, we gotta go back. We're gonna do that thing where we take a death warp. Can you maybe hit an S? Oh, hit an S. Please. What is it? Just gonna restart. It's fine.
There you go.
I've never seen it miss that many times in a row. That's kind of impressive.
I thought you had some kind of shield up or something.
Yeah, no, it's just not supposed to miss that many times. It just did. So we're gonna do our usual thing of we're gonna do some spawn evasion, just to kind of deal with some of the stuff. The game is being less than cooperative right now for me. Come on, stop it. Okay, just one. Now it's 0. Cool.
Nice.
Gonna constantly re-roll these to try and make sure we don't have enemies we run into, but then it'll do something like that where it just sort of chases us immediately. Nothing, and 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Come on. Respawn. No, we're making backward progress. One of the less fun aspects of this game is doing stuff like spawn manipulation. It's a thing that has to be done, though. If you see, like, all of the enemies that are spawning in here, to fight all of these would absolutely drain us. And we kind of need stuff to do the actual final fight. Okay, I need to see if I've got a thing we might be able to use to break that shield. And clumsy robot. Worst case scenario, we could use some less potent spells. Actually, no, I've got an idea. Okay, Paula has the Franklin badge. So we might be able to toss some lightning on that and then have that not actually hurt us with a reflect, but we shall see, we shall see. It's being, like I said, less than cooperative right now. No! Stop it! Oh, no. Okay, so this is gonna be one of the, Kraken? No. Oh, it's just an Octobot. Alright. Alright, we can cure that. That's fine. Oh, please stop making people numb. That's bad. Okay, we're gonna just leave healing beacon, cure numbness. Nope. We're gonna have to use our life horns on them to unnumb them. Oh, we have to use one of Ness's life horns because who is currently numb, so we can't use items. Okay, there we go. That's taken care of. And now back to the struggle, as it were. It was so nice to us the first time through.
I was gonna say Earthbound, why?
Oh my god. Despawn. Please despawn. Oh. Stop it. Why are you doing this? I thought we were friends, Earthbound. Clearly not. You know what? Oh, come on. That was unfair.
It really was.
Yeah, status effects in this game are particularly difficult to deal with. Specifically the later ones, because it's just, there's a lot of spells you need to sort of clear those sorts of things properly, and it's a lot. Alright. Enough of this. We're gonna just try and get through this as fast as humanly possible. If there's anything else you want to announce, feel free to. We got a minute. Come on. There we go. Got it.
Well, I do want to remind everybody that this is Power Up with Pride 2024, running all this weekend. If you missed any runs in the marathon so far, you can find them uploaded after the marathon on our YouTube channel. And you can also stay up to date on this event and any future events by following us on Co-Host, Blue Sky, or Mastodon, or by joining our Discord. Links to all of these can be found in the panels below the stream, or by using !social in the chat. I also have a donation from TKO from Tokyo for $25. He says, may this donation empower Ness and their friends on their amazing journey. Trans rights, less than 3.
Heck yeah, trans rights.
Thank you so much for your generosity, TKO from Tokyo, and that went towards both our bid war and our incentive that we have open for the Godzilla. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna say it wrong. Hold on a second. For the Godzilla Split Flipper incentive. We're now at $102 out of the $250 we need. Thank you so much. We're making it there. And the bid war, as I said, it's pretty hot right now. Let's check it out. Oh, Save is now in the lead at $50, and Leave is close behind at $42. That's a Hollow Knight Save or Leave the Grub.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Saving is fun.
Save the animals. Let's go.
Alright, we are good enough for the moment. We're gonna just try and get through this. Thankfully, we are at the point now where I can burn this repel sandwich and get through this without a problem. We're close enough that I should be able to get through without spawning in anything else. Which is nice. Alright, we are back at Gygus. I have some stuff I'm gonna do that might make this a little easier this time. I didn't realize that the robot was gonna be punching us quite that hard. So I'm gonna toss up a shield first round, and then we're gonna toss up a brain shock on the robot immediately after. We're gonna make sure everyone is topped up on brain food lunches. Again, great reason why we took all of those. We can take some brain food lunches if it saves the world, I think. Seems like a fair trade. Okay, everybody's maxed out, we're good to go. This should be fine. If you play casually, so someone's asking, if you play casually, you have to avoid combat. Not necessarily. At the end, you kind of always want to start despawning stuff because it does take a lot of resources and time to get through some of that. Alright, so, clumsy robot. Clumsy, very, very dangerous and mean robot. We are also going to... We can also try doing paralysis on that, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. I'm going to put a shield up on Paula. We're going to punch robot. We're going to bazooka the robot. And we are going to brain shock the robot. Yeah, those grenades were hitting for a lot of damage. Also, that was a really nice hit on... Really, really nice hit on the robot. So we're gonna do a life up on Paula. We're gonna punch the robot again. We are going to use a bazooka on the robot again. And we're going to throw up a shield on everybody. And the robot grenaded itself. Okay, so Paula's down. That's fine, we can get Paula back up. We want to... you have any brave food lunches? You do not. Beautiful Horn of Life, though, so we're gonna call it back up that way. And we're going to... life up on Jeff. Yeah, this all hits just so hard. Okay, cool. We're past the first phase. Clumsy robot's out the way. So we're not out of the woods yet, but we're dang close. Everyone who matters is still alive. Sorry, Jeff, but unfortunately for this, you don't really matter. I hate to say it like that, but that's just kind of how it is. Jeff is a supporting character. Alright, you're gonna eat a brain food lunch so you don't die. Okay, so Pooh is in fact not alive right now, and that's a problem. But we've got... Okay, I think we've got a problem. Okay. Yeah, we've got a pretty substantial problem right now. So I don't think Paula has... Oh, oops. Paula was not supposed to defend there. That was not what I intended. So we're going to, again, use that. Paula does not have any life horns. We can't bring up Pooh. That's very much less than ideal. So Gygus is going to be punching us this whole time. I'm not sure we're going to make it through this, but we can try. And then from there, we'll figure out what to do. I mean, I'm happy to go until this is done, but I also know that people want to, I don't know, get to sleep.
We're gonna do our best.
We're in phase 3, so we're in the prayer phase. We have roughly another 8 rounds to survive. And that's just really hoping that nothing takes out Paula. So Ness still has life. We're gonna have him basically just constantly casting life up on Paula.
FYI, you have not hit your time estimate yet. You're not going over at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh,
you're fine.
Well, never mind. I thought it was over. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Perfect. So right now we've destabilized Gygus by prayer. We are going to. We're gonna take a quick punch at him, and we're going to again use prayer. This is the remainder of the fight. Essentially, is just doing this. Where Everdread prayed for Samus and her friends. It's gonna be a bunch of people we've met through the game that are all praying for the health and safety of our party here. So we're gonna do again life up. The big thing is we need to keep everyone alive. That was actually really useful. Paul has an item called the Franklin Badge, which is after Ben Franklin. It reflects lightning, so it's kind of interesting. We are gonna supplement damage as well, make this phase go a little bit faster. Okay, it looks like Ness is going down. We're not going to be able to heal him in time, I don't think. So this is going to be a thing. All we can do right now is pray and supplement with brain food lunches. The manly fish prayed for Mario and his friends. So this is definitely a skin of our teeth kind of like, we might survive this, but probably won't. Hey, the sea creatures!
Yes, the sea creatures!
Okay, we're gonna just take a quick brain food lunch break here. Okay, cool. Paula's back up to full health, back up to full MP. The Sanchez brothers prayed for Mario and his friends. Okay, we are so close, everybody. This is a nail biter if there ever was one. Our last prayer just got consumed by the darkness. We need all the help we can get. So everybody, just pray for Paula to get through this. We're good. That's that. The world is now officially being saved by trans rights. I could not have expected this ending to be as it was. But yeah, right now, trans rights is just absolutely whipping the crap out of Gygus. Because, you know, trans rights.
Yeah! Oh my god, I was holding my breath for like... I was like, oh.
Alright, when we see the phrase, "you win" at the top of the screen, that will be time. It's coming up. By the way, expect the bitrate on the stream to drop a little bit. This is definitely hard on the encoders. Old school TV static and all that. Yeah, that was a heck of an ending. I cannot believe we survived that.
It's definitely one of those skin of teeth endings.
Yes. We win! That's time!
Yeah! GG's!
Oh, that was a thing. Let me just do my kind of like wrap up thing. And so I am GrayGooGirl. I do a bunch of randomizer runs, all sorts of stuff. Everything from like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy, Super Metroid, Link to the Past, those sorts of games. Around 3 nights a week, GrayGooGirl on Twitch, so it's at twitch.tv/GrayGooGirl. Yeah, love to see people join. It's always fun. Yeah, and I'm so happy that I was able to perform this run for this group, because this marathon always means so much to me.
It is such a wonderful marathon. Thank you for that amazing, amazing run. I didn't really know what to expect going into like an Earthbound randomizer, and it just delivered on every front.
Yeah, this game has a unique way of being. It's always so much fun.
I love these credits too. A lot of little characters we maybe didn't have.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. This is gonna go through all of the main cast that you would normally meet in the game. Everything from Nessa's mom to all of these side characters that would have been involved. Yeah, it's super cool. We'll also see all of the bosses coming up through here as well. So the end of the randomizer will give you an idea of what bosses were where and what their levels were. So if we do want to stick around for just another minute, this is going to tell us what we should have done and when we should have done it.
Oh, yeah.
So if our fought level is lower than the level that's listed there, it means that we did it out of order. And so far, it's pretty much in order. So there's one that was a little out of order. It seems like we're pretty much on par for a lot of it. I mean, there's one. There's one that was a little off.
I figure we'll get a few that are a bit off.
Yeah, we're gonna see stuff like that. Okay, so we were actually 10 levels lower than Gygus and the robot for that fight.
That
would explain...
Yeah, that explains everything, really.
That explained a little bit of punchingness. So instead of grinding out levels, the game is beatable at around level 28. It's where I tend to be when I try to finish these up. With the right equipment and the right character setups, it's super doable. But yeah. This is just, again, this is a subset of the main game. The randomizer does do a full, 8-spot where you can clear the whole game. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. If you're interested in playing more of this, or you're interested in seeing this, go to PKScramble.com. I believe that's the URL. That community is also fantastic. Excellent randomizer designer. Yeah, it's just PKScramble.com. So 142, not bad.
Awesome.
Slightly overestimate.
That's what happens if you don't brush your teeth, apparently.
You turn into a zombie.
I was looking at all those Mr. Saturns earlier, and the only thing I can think of is they're definitely the kind of character who would be like, Bulbo's painted.
Ah, so much fun.
No teeth brushing? Run it back. Reset. All right, well, I will say that with that, this is our last run of the evening, not the last run of the marathon, just the last run of the evening. So thank you so much to everybody who joined us for Earthbound PK Scramble. I hope to see each and every one of you in the chat tomorrow morning. In this time zone, it will be morning. The marathon will be starting up at 6 a.m. Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern time, with Mickey no Tokyo Disneyland Daiboken. Any percent. So looking forward to seeing all of you for the very last day of the marathon. And this is also the end of my time hosting for y'all. I had a blast. I feel the exact same way as GrayGooGirl. This marathon means a lot to me. I feel really honored to be able to be here to help to raise funds for True Colors United. So thank you so much to everybody who has donated, and anybody who donates before the end of the marathon. Do remember we do have that one incentive for that Godzilla, the just never gonna say it correctly. Hold on. The Split Flipper incentive. Arbrelia and Flannel Cat will both play on one pinball table if we meet that. I said it! So I hope y'all get some good sleep, or if you're like me, good morning. You can watch the next runs before bed. Ooh. Special information about that incentive. Funnel Cat and Arbiali have never played a split flipper game before. What could possibly go wrong? Hold on. What could possibly go wrong?
What to say, if anyone can handle a split flipper game like that, it's Elliot and Cat.
Definitely. Flannel Cat, would you say it's never happened before?
Come on, Cat, say the phrase. Just say the phrase.
I mean, Flannel Cat, at least I won't be saying it during your split flipper run, which I believe we can make that incentive. I think it's gonna happen. Y'all will have, of course the donations remain open even when the marathon is having a little nap time. And y'all will have about an hour in the morning in this time zone. About an hour from when the marathon starts up again. Get those donations in. You could do it right now if you wanted. I'm certainly not going to stop you. Be grateful that I don't know any other Bubsy lines. Wait, whatever blows your hair back. This is Earthbound PK Scramble credits and Flannel Cat bullying via Bubsy quotes. Happy Pride, everyone. Happy Pride.
I mean, if we keep going, it's gonna throw us back into the game.
Yeah. Trans rights.
Yeah, just good moment. Trans rights. Trans rights is always important, everybody.
Do you want to watch the credits again? I will admit, I was waiting for the photographer for more fuzzy pickles.
We've looped back over again. Mostly just because this music's a jam.
You know, I'll always be doing the Late Late Show.
Kat, I don't think we can turn bullying you into a podcast. That seems like a bad idea.
All right, well, as I mentioned before, that is the end of the marathon just for the evening, just until 6 a.m. Pacific. So we're only looking at, 7 hours. 7 hours without Power Up with Pride. Y'all can do it. Please join us again in 7 hours for Mickey no Tokyo Disneyland Daiboken. Jangle Storm's gonna be running that for y'all. In the meantime, have a good one. I hope you have a lovely morning or evening, whatever time it is for you. It has been my absolute honor to host. My name is Sporadic Erratic, and I am saying good night, y'all. Take care.